Okay guys, so we're at the St Andrews Links Golf Academy, December 29th, 2024, and I'm getting my first golf lesson. So with these lessons, let's see how much I can improve my golf. Let's go. The session started off with me getting to know my coach. His name is Andy Cheese. He has been teaching at the St Andrews Links Golf Academy since 2022. He has had 29 professional tournament wins and 3 course records, which is obviously very impressive. I kind of forget how cool it is to say that I get coached and that my local range is the St Andrews Links Golf Academy. Let me tell you a bit about the range itself. It has 60 floodlit bays, 22 indoor bays, all top tracer technology. It has a really good short game area, Sam Putt Labs, and it's also a Callaway Performance Centre. So as I'm a Callaway ambassador, any fittings you've seen me post on my socials or any future fittings you'll see me do are obviously all at the St Andrews Links Academy because, like I said, Callaway Performance Centre. So I'm going to do a quick and brief overview of exactly what we did in this lesson, as later on in this vlog I do a recap and I have a range session of the drills and explaining what exactly I'm changing in my swing. I'm hoping also if you see the same inconsistencies in my swing as your swing, hopefully this could help. However, one thing I would suggest, and I totally regret doing, is not having lessons as soon as I started golf. Like going through the 2 years of trying to figure out my own swing, all I've kind of done, well, not all I've kind of done, but I feel like I've just caused myself bad habits. And now, as you'll see later, I'm going to try and have to undo these bad habits, which is frustrating, but you know what? It's never too late for lessons. So thankfully we've started. First thing that Andy noticed was my takeaway. It was way too much to the inside. So now I have to make sure on my backswing, when I take it to chest height, the butt of the club should be either at the ball or on the inside of the ball, and this is gonna help the club be less flat at the top. The second thing, and this I will probably be struggling with for the rest of my golf career, will be squaring my hips at impact. My right hip just fires through my hips fire first and then my arms lag behind. So I'm just getting stuck and it's causing shanks, it's causing me to hit behind the ball. And it was at this point, I'm like, Grima, you have just drilled this in. You've been practicing this bad habit for 2 years. It's probably going to take a year for it to come out of the swing. But you know what? Like I said, it's good I started now. So now I just have so many drills to try and fix this. I'm really looking forward to showing you guys more in depth of my golf journey, and the next future lessons will all be fully recorded, all mic'd up, so I'm really looking forward to show you guys my golf journey. Okay, so I'm gonna give you guys a quick rundown. A quick rundown of my lesson and what I'm going to be working on at the range for the next few weeks until my next lesson. Okay, so number 1 was my takeaway. My coach said every time he sees my Instagram story, it's a different takeaway. So my problem is sometimes I get too much on the inside. So I need to always think of the club outside my hands. So if I just focus on that, fine. And then when I get to the top, my swing is too flat. So I need to think of the butt of the club pointing inside the ball, like over exaggerate and get it inside the ball. And then that's a chest level. And then finish the swing, and then swing. Number 1. Number 2, hip. And everyone has said this in Instagram stories, and I know I just did not fix it. My right hip shoots too early. So I need to think of me squaring up to the ball. I need to think, instead of like on the downswing me shooting my right hip, I need to think of like transitioning onto the left and keeping the right hip back, and then my hips are square to the ball by the time I hit. Because my right, we saw on the TrackMan, my right elbow gets so far behind me, and to the point I actually sometimes hit my right elbow off like my thigh because I'm so far behind. I have 2 drills for that. Wedge under the heel, and it's like so I focus on the backswing, down again, chest, or like so my hips are square. You know what? I'll show you the range. It's really hard to explain.
And yeah, and I even have a how to structure my range session. Did I go into detail about that? Are you guys interested? Maybe. Basically, he said work through the drills, but also have a 3-ball practice thing. First ball, focus on my backswing. Hands outside, don't get that club too flat. Focus on hitting that ball, just think about backswing, nothing else. And then for the next ball, I have to just focus on my hips. Focus on getting my hips, clearing my hips, making enough room for my right elbow. So getting square to the ball with the hips and not bang through. And then for the third ball, think of all those components together, so backswing and hips, and choose a target and then swing to that target. She was like, imagine you're on a golf course. So be my golf book. So yeah, anyway, I'm gonna get changed and I'm gonna go to the range. The weather's so bad for the next like 2 days, and to be fair, like I feel like I don't really want to be going onto the course. I want to literally, I'm going to the range twice a day. I'm going to do 100 balls now, come back, have lunch, get changed and go back up tonight. Just because, I don't know, I'm not interested in going onto the course. I should be practicing my short game, but I'll get a short game lesson with him at some point. So yeah, and then I also need to choose a series. I don't know if I should do like my handicap now is 24, so I don't know if I should be doing like get down to single digits, or how long will it take for me to get to scratch, or I don't know. Doing these sessions and these lessons in partnership with St Andrews Links and with Callaway. So obviously my goal is to put in the time, put in the effort, and show you guys how I can improve as a really beginner golfer through coaching up at St Andrews, through Callaway coaching, through Callaway products, and just try and get better. And literally, this is the problem with YouTube. I literally just keep yapping. In my head I'm like, oh, nice 10-minute vlog. No, like 2 hours long. Anyway, I'm excited. Let's go to the range. Okay, so I've come to the range and it is still windy. I don't know if I'll mic up to do this practice. I might do a separate video of like how I structure my practice sessions. I think I'm just gonna hit a few balls and I'll film. I don't think I'll mic up yet because this is my first range session after my lesson, so I'd rather kind of like get it through my head, my drills, and then I'll have a proper like feel of what range sessions should be like. Oh, I feel like I'm too cold to start practicing. Nope. Let's do this. Okay, this was left on after the lesson yesterday, and you can clearly see that I am striking the ball right in the middle. That is the middle, so it's a bit off the heel. It's just everywhere. But I feel like I'm just testing the club face. I know how to hit the middle of the club. I'm just testing the club face for you guys, alright? And it was 10 out of 10. I'm gonna mic up and I'm gonna show you guys what I actually learned yesterday, because I feel me talking through it is gonna help. So let me mic up and I'll show you what I'm gonna work on. So I really hope you guys could hear me because it's kind of windy. Right, so there's 3 things I need to work on, but 2 main ones. Main one is my takeaway. So club on the outside, up to chest. Butt of the club should be inside the ball or at the ball. So before I was at this, so now I need to work on this. Finish a swing and then down. So that's number 1. Number 2 is at the swing I fire my hips too early. So I need to work on this, moving over to my left but keeping my right hip back and then firing through. But they're the major 2 things. Third thing is, and this is why I've been fatting my woods a lot, swing, my head gets lower and I chunk, so I need to work on swing and pushing up my right hip. So yeah, quite a lot to think about. We're going to do the 3-ball drill. 3-ball drill is essentially like, first ball I just think my backswing, second ball I think of my hips, third ball choose a target and we're going to get to that target with that swing. Right, that was me thinking of my backswing. This I'm going to think of my hips.
third. Let's choose a target. 100 over there. Right, I've chosen the 100 over there. I don't know if you can see it. I actually went towards 100, I'm happy with that. This is how I'm going to structure my sessions from now on. Although I also have drills for my backswing, so I'm going to so I got 90 balls, I'm going to divvy them up like 10 working on my backswing, 10 working on my hips, and maybe like 5 or like the next 10 trying to mesh it together and then going back and forth between them. I don't know if you guys want to watch that. Let me know if you actually do want to watch me do like an in-depth range session and how I will be doing this. But I think for now that's fine. I don't want to film too much and you guys get bored. So that's what I'm going to be working on today, and I'll let you know how the range session goes.